It's Shalana, and I'm back with another video. So I'm picking up this energy of somebody is just trying to taunt someone to feel some kind of way about something that you can't feel some kind of way about. It's almost like that's why it's just like whatever we're going through in this world, and that people cannot, the fact that they're restricting my speech from being able to talk about it is like really fucking creepy. But at the end of the day, it's this kind of stuff going on in the world where people are taking people's property, destiny, stealing, harming people, raping them in their houses, killing them in their houses, killing them on paper genocide, and somebody want me to be worried about a heartbreak? That's why I'm trying to figure out what kind of people is ruling the world. This is something is off. Something is wrong. Nobody's ruling it actually. It's almost like, are you serious? Somebody just wanted to sit here and sit here and sit here and wait to see if I realize that. It's just among the level of fucked upness that's going on with this storyline. How can anybody be? How can anybody be afraid? And how can anybody cry about anything? Somebody has basically had their brain ripped out and reprogrammed to love another bitch. You have to you have to kidnap people's brain, reprogram them to love you. And I'm jealous, or I'm supposed to get upset about that? I'm just glad that I still have my brain and nobody about to trick me into being with nobody. That nobody's going to be able to reprogram me or mind control me. Because the funny thing is, these men have been mind controlling and taking advantage of my energy all my life. And now somebody showed a bitch that they thought that they can teach the ropes how to do it, and she done mind controlled your stupid ass to love her. like like somebody used their whole life, but the whole thing was to defeat me. Which, as long as I'm still sitting here living and breathing, I'm still undefeated. And so it just lets you know that God got to be real, because really these people would have already killed me if that was the case. If it wasn't no such thing as God, these people would have been able to kill me. You know what I'm saying? And somebody want me to now believe that I got the power from them, and that the only reason why I'm somebody is because of them. And the only reason why I'm going to be somebody is because of them. And that is insane. That is totally insane to me. This masculine energy, I had to be married to Satan. I already knew who I was or what I was. And this is why, since the days of Napster, they've been using mind control or using some technology to try to do something, right? To redirect something or whatever the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just wondering, like, why am I even still here then? I guess somebody feel like they made somebody small enough where you just ain't gonna think that your life matter, and that you just gonna crawl up in the hole and die because somebody don't want to be with you no more when the whole kingdom is mine. It's something like this. I mean, these motherfuckers that put on a performance, they done made 10 years worth of movies and music and shit like this about this particular situation. I'm just appalled that I am a queen or a king sitting on my throne, and that I'm supposed to be upset because a whore of a best friend cloned theyself with my husband and ran off and tried to go to Washington D.C. or go to England and take either crown or the motherfucking Oval Office, or all of them just rushed down the floor to go hide in hell. Can't take it. What is wrong with these people? And it's almost like the masculine is like, well, if you don't figure it out, I guess I'm just gonna be with this person now. I guess I'm gonna be love this person. It's like, you can't love yourself and love nobody else. To sit alongside somebody or watch somebody monitor someone do these horrible, disgusting things to someone in order to try to take something from them. Are there not still laws? Are there not still maritime laws? Are there not still indigenous laws? Are there not still also laws that are supposed to be, or some type of law and order in the court when it comes to, again, children of monarchs that are supposed to be taking over or taking seats in this time? Is it not some type of rules and regulations against being a treasonous dog? Do you understand what I'm saying? If this is the case. If this is the case, y'all. Because I'm telling you, somebody is trying to put out some false narrative, and then there is some truth to this. Somebody did get mind controlled or so-called fall in love with someone, but it's really China conforming people's minds to do whatever they want to do, because none of these men are going to be bowed down to by me. It's not in my destiny this lifetime to bow down to no fucking man. I am America, and I've been sitting next to these motherfuckers, these treasonous terrorist motherfuckers, all this time. With these men coming in here lying, trying to manipulate, sitting in my face, doing the song and dance, and I'm just looking at their motherfucking ass. And especially this time, they mad because they did not defeat me. You did not defeat me this time. And it's not 1600s or the 1800s. You can't force me into no arranged marriage. You can't say that I have to have a monarch, because they changed that shit like 10 years ago. I mean, that I have to have a king or a masculine energy standing next to me. I can still rule. I can rule alone as a queen in this day and age, or I could be a fucking man. Listen, with my girly parts, I can still be a fucking man. I can claim to be a man. It don't matter. Whatever you're trying to do is not going to work. But I want to be me. These people is mad at me because I refuse to conform. That I want to be me. I'm not going to change my destiny. I don't want your fucking new life. Why would I trust you to tell me something about some new life, and I don't have no bag sitting in front of me, and I don't have no fucking sense of direction of where you want me to go to this new life? Are you crazy? With these men all across this country, across this land, in these other fucking countries, trying to either wed or kill me. It's, bitch, you're going to be with me, and then we will straighten it out, or you're not going to be anything. And that's just ridiculous. It's not going to happen. It's not gonna it's not gonna happen. And it's so funny because it's on a scale where hoes is mad, they jealous. And so, they like, so what? So what if that's the way they're treating her? And they talk about unity when they've been sitting there stalking me and watching me or harassing me and trying to manipulate the situation behind the scenes. I don't give a fuck if this man ran off with Beyonce. It's not me, baby. This is what I'm saying. It's not me. And this is a masculine energy that's always going to want to be with me. You're not going to be able to change it. The only way that they could have changed this is with science or technology, and it still would not work. The man is still going to be connected to me. I birthed him. I birthed him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I want to be with somebody that did all those terrible things? If this is the case, y'all, if this is the case, because this is what somebody wants to, I'm picking up on this energy when it comes to a certain situation. But is this my whole situation? I can't tell you that. If this masculine and Beyonce is watching me, or my best friend or my sister or my mom or whoever's fucking them up, whatever it is. First of all, this is why they don't want you to listen to the Bible, because all that shit would just get you beheaded already in the Bible, right? So at least in this country, it got to get you to lose your job. It got to get you to lose your job, or maybe, I don't know, maybe these people. But there's no way, because that's what I'm saying. You tried to kill your king or your queen or your husband or your spouse. They probably did on paper. That's murder. That's attempted. That's a plot. That's a ploy. That's whatever this is. This is like a man, and you mean to tell me you think I'm about to let you lead the world or lead this nation? When you abuse power, the government snuck you up into some kind of position so you could use your power and authority to try to ruin somebody that is almost at this point in time in their life in a perfect union with their own damn self in God. And you think that your filthy, nasty, disgusting ways, if that's what you doing, is gonna make me, you think that somebody gonna be able to make me cry all the shit that I done sensed and went through and noticed and realized within the past couple years? I mean, somebody think that they the only man left in the world, honey. And I'm not even worried about no man right now, bitch. Only thing I'm worried about is my crown, my throne, my oval, and my money. If a nigga won't go, you understand what I'm saying? It's like this family has done something so inhumane. It's just actually fucking disgusting. And I don't see how anybody would want these people to be running anything that have to do with their nation or their country. I speak truth. You don't have to like me. You don't even really have to respect me, I'm guessing. But you're gonna see me. You gonna see me be who all the fuck I'm gonna be. So it, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know. I would think that somebody would say, "You're mad, ain't you? That I had you under mind control, or that I had you brainwashed for 20 years while I stole your kingdom." I mean, say that part. God damn. You really think I'm about to be mad if you got with one of my family members or my friends or my cut? That's nasty. I ain't never done it to none of my friends, family, or cousins, or aunties, or sisters, or nobody that I know. I ain't never went behind nobody I know and fucked on their man or nothing. And that's what's really the problem. Somebody really mad because I'm really that motherfucker. And somebody really mad because I'm really loyal. And somebody really mad because they lost the best they ever had. And somebody really mad because they feel like they would be in my shadow. So you had to go find a weaker bitch. Somebody that would have been got whopped upside their head for 20 and 30 years in a row by a nigga they wasn't even married to. That's what you would have had to do. Matter of fact, that when a nigga was doing it, I'm the one that jumped in and saved somebody from their own boyfriend beating their ass. And then they go around and think that I'm be sad because you fucked my man or you took my husband. Bitch, please, you deserve each other. And you deserve to go right down into the pits of hell where you'll be bound. Because you will not have no parts in none of my shit. And that's just the whole thing that we're talking about. You can't, I ain't never heard nobody fight no war in history. I ain't never heard of nobody take no man, no grown ass man, or no other man that they've been challenging at a war. Put a bag over their head, blind them, put them in the basement, and then go fight a war against them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've never heard of no shit like that. So the fact that all these men in the world that's supposed to be so big and strong and great feel like they have to blind a woman, abuse her, take her gifts, share them with other women, steal her lands and everything like this. Again, not even letting, this is covert warfare. So you didn't even let me know that you were at war with me. You came and ate food out my fucking house or sat down and ate with me. These is all the things that would get a whole unit done and over with. So again, if we're not going to have any type of, what's the use of fighting a war if somebody's going to be, if you're going to shoot the people across the fucking field from you and they're not going to die? What's the use of having some type of wartime something or some kind of way that you're fighting this war and then people are defeated and they don't take the defeat? Knowingly fighting a war. We're standing across from each other at the cross lines or at the fucking front lines fighting this war together. We're both on one accord that we're fighting this war. You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous to me. And so that's why I'm just sitting here chilling. I don't know how I'm going to get from A to B, but I'm not even in a rush. You see? Somebody thought they was real slick. But the fact that if I could be totally blinded to what you guys are doing and still point out what you're doing, it proves to you that we are not the same. And that you had to go make robot bitches and build a bitch workshop bitches to go try to keep up with my speed or try to mimic my talents. Not just one. And I know this ain't why the fuck they didn't cut the lights off last night so they can come up here and get some of my good old energy. While they sit there talking shit about me and how I live and how I carry myself on day to day. But you got to come get my good energy to take it to a bitch that you want me to envy? I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. And this ain't no pick and choose or whatever this is. Everybody know who the chosen one is. I got to think that a lot of people across the world know who I am. They've been watching. So I mean, I don't get, or wondering why somebody's watching or why they're operating or why they're doing this to somebody. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. But again, as I know is that they can't break me. I know you can't shake me. And so I don't know what else to say. I guess it's just, I wait for a sign or whatever the fuck it is of me to move the fuck on. But like I said, I just don't know. At this point in time, I don't see what the rush is. I don't see exactly what the rush is. These people are trying to put a time limit on my platform or something like this to try to silence me or something like this. Like, what are you doing? It's okay. About a year or two, all you niggas will be dead from each other, and we could go move on. Since I'm not going nowhere, so I don't know what to tell you. But I know you can't make me mad with no bitch. I know you can't put no whole elaborate. You couldn't be sit there for 20 years thinking, how am I gonna take down my wife? You know what I'm saying? And another bitch want to marry you? Okay. Because when that Lucy juice or that whatever the fuck you done gave that motherfucker run off, I can't. Who is dealing with these people? I'm thinking this got to be punishment for because we just ended on in the Bible on when Satan took somebody up to the thing and said, I'll give you all of this. And Jesus said, so somebody trying to act like who? Is the masculine, the devil trying to act like they Jesus and go up and take the place and try to seem like I was trying to tempt this person? Why? Why did this have to happen like this? Who planned this shit? Who planned this? Who planned this? Can somebody please tell me? Who planned it? And then when the actual person that these people did all this stuff to, and you finally wake up from the slumber, or they rouse the lion, then what do we do? And I say, oh, I'm the rightful heir to the throne. Then what do we do? What do we do? And you didn't program the world to hate somebody or look at them some kind of way. But some people are starting to think for themselves and say, hey, wait a minute. What do you do? What do you do now? I'm not dead. I'm here. What do you do? What's the next part? Because they already know who it is. So what do we do now? Oh, oh, okay. So just saying somebody then bought off the community. Somebody then bought up the community and bought likes. How do you do that? Oh, because we're in a social credit system. Well, I'm not allowing a social credit system. I'm not allowing no AI. None of that shit over here on these lands. You can take that shit, pack it up, take it right back where the fuck you got it from. See, people don't understand that when you realize, when you know how to like see a problem and know exactly where to start to fix it. For me, I like to start at the head or like to start at the top. You got to clean out the top. If we got crooked judges and officials and things doing these things, or they can get a blowjob on their lunch break to get them to get somebody off or put somebody on the cross or whatever this is, there's nothing righteous behind it. The governments, these governors have been complying as well in their jurisdictions. They knew what was going on this whole time. So it would be off with their heads as well. So what? When these people realize that they have been imprisoned and enslaved damn near possibly some kind of way forever by your system, they think they're free because they're able to make some money or steal some money or have some money or something like this. This is like slavery to the 10th fucking power. I think we used to say that back in the 90s. And you don't even know it. And the thing is, I'm not under it. I'm not under it. You're not that slick or smart. If I wasn't supposed to figure it out and nobody gave me a hint at all, and I already figured out what you were doing by blocking me from growing, putting other women on. This is somebody that's disgusting, actually. And I wouldn't want anything to do with whoever that person is. And that person should not even be able to be on this earth or in no position of power, no leadership role or nothing. If this is the case. If this is the case. I feel like I'm going to end it there. And I feel like I'm going to think about if it's not the case. And then I'll come back on. Because there's definitely somebody waiting. But somebody knows whoever this masculine is, because I don't know which clone of the Taurus or which clone of the Scorpio, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what these men been doing to me behind the scenes all this time, or trying to get from me or take from me or do to me or whatever the fuck they've been doing. I feel like there's some energies that have been here to assist, though, to aid, to heal certain things that might have been happening. Okay. I feel like some of these masculine energies or whatever are angels, and they are good, they're righteous ones. And I feel like they may have, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, because I don't know if we're living in like some kind of gaming something here. Like, again, like, if you could be cloned or something like this and you could feel what happens with the clone. But I don't know. I was feeling on my face or whatever the other day, and then I felt like a bump, and I thought it started out just like a little pimple, because once a month I'll get a pimple maybe. All right. And then I got a little pimple on my forehead, but I'm like, damn, my D baby had gotten sick from eating something, I think, and we were worried it was something else. It was gonna be something worse. But when I picked her up from school, she kind of puked in my car, and then I had to kind of wipe it or whatever. And then I noticed that I touched my face after that, right? But I was just like, damn, it's just a pimple or whatever. But then I realized the other day when I was brushing my teeth that when I first put the water in my mouth just to rinse my mouth out, that blood came out. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even do anything really yet. And I could already taste like blood in my mouth or something. So I was wondering, like, I don't know if somebody is letting someone beat me up or abuse me or hurt me in my sleep or something like this. And then I just wake up, or they use sleep hypnosis or some shit like this. And then I wake up and they use laser treatment or something to heal shit on my body or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people are doing. I don't know what these weirdos are doing. I don't know what the fuck, if it's this tourist that live in this house with me that got some shit to do with it. I just don't know. I don't know if it's some kind of stuff that they've always done behind the scenes or whatever the fuck this is, or if this is some new age shit. Okay. But I'm pretty much really heavily feeling like somebody put when the in-laws came by the other day. Okay, I don't know, I feel like somebody put a hit, and I don't know what exactly kind of hit we're talking about. They could have just been showing, they could have just took a picture of the house to go burn it in a fire at church or something. I don't know what the fuck these people was doing. You understand? But it's so funny that somebody was doing a reading today, and for some reason his mom's name kept coming out in that reading. And I was shocked. I was shocked because I think that's what I'm saying. A lot of people in this community, they either already been hijacked, okay, or they have been under the guise of like church going people, and it's really a fucking cult. I've been in the lion's den. I've been in the wolf's den. This could be even a father figure or something like this, or a father, a godfather, or a father figure threw me in the fucking pit or something like this. And I had to go head up in there like the Tasmanian devil and take that shit down to some dust, and then come back out and then go do what the fuck I got to do somewhere else. Right? Because it's kind of like up from the ashes energy. Realizing the other side of this, things that could be hidden in the subconscious. And again, I don't think that you can deal with those particular things the way that you deal with other things or process them even. Because I feel like these people have to know, or they can act like they don't know the damage that might have been done on thousands of children. I feel like somebody could have came in and tried to heal something or fix the mental of people or something like this. But I feel like they didn't do it for me purposely. Somebody made me have to go through the motions or go through the shit on my own. But that's because I'm supposed to be, my calling might be whole different than these people. And still to this day, I'm not sitting here. I'm realizing that people did some fucked up shit. I'm realizing that I didn't know that just American citizens or regular people, but I'm not a regular people. Could be mind controlled or brainwashed. I didn't know that before I woke up to who I really am. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know that. And then it took me these 3 to 4 years to process even what the fuck that could even mean. realizing shit and it's things coming to fruition. If not just what happened to me, but what could be happening to a community, because that's the way I see things. I see it through my mind's eye, and then I see, there may be people that pull on my energy, and I might be pulling on things that happen to them, because to me, the regular surface lifestyle that I had was not that bad of a lifestyle. But again, if I think about some of the things that could have been happening in the sleep realm, or while I was asleep, or something like this, you know, you can't process. There's no way that something that you don't know happened to you can really affect you. I wouldn't think that on the same level as things that actually happened to you. So if every bad thing that happened to you was brainwashed or deleted from your memory, you know what I'm saying? But it still leaves a stain or a scar somewhere. You there's really nothing. If it's removed, there's nothing you can process, there's nothing you can heal from, there's nothing you can, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to detect that. It should not affect you. Well, I don't know, they should maybe do some studies if it does. But again, I'm well balanced, and so I don't know what the problem is um with these particular people that want to try to come into my airwaves on Pandora and send these things. I just don't know. And I don't even know. They should know at this point in time that I don't know who's sending what. I really don't. So there's no need to send no endearing things. There's no need to send any threatening things. The only thing that you're showing me is that there's a group of people out there that I don't know that's watching me, that's threatening me, and that you want me to feel some kind of way to be able to flee from my town or flee from something. And I'm telling you, Satan will run, and the enemies will run in many different ways. 10,000 shall fall. It don't have to be literal. If you wanted me to be brain dead or mind controlled, then it'll just be what's going to happen to you. That's what I'm saying. Nothing should have ever got physical, and these people will not be losing their lives. It's just as simple as that. If this is what's going on here, because I have to also look at it that way. And then again, I say, why are you showing me this? And then if source tells me, because I need you to look at something from a different perspective or on a higher scale. Now, I'm not like in the Bible when it say love your enemies. I just don't have to think about them. It's just I don't I just don't process things that way. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And even if my best friend in this masculine energy, I don't know if when I see them together, I don't know, they're afraid to probably show themselves because it's some forced something. People are trying to make it like a relationship, and this is some type of forced takeover. This is them trying to invite Mexico or something else in, okay, and other energies in, to take over our lands here in America. And if people are okay with that, like, again, I'm not saying that if our president had a Hispanic wife. No, no. We're talking about something that's been in the major makings for the past 20 plus years to change somebody's destiny, to attack God's child and change somebody's destiny. So, like I said, I'm just chilling right now just to see what the outcome is going to be. This is not only that, but opening up the border so that they can let other people from their country come and invade my country. That's a fucking problem for me. So the fact that it looks like my military, and this is what we were talking about, I think last year, about weaponized human beings. The fact that if this is actually literally what's happening, the fact that if my police or my military or ICE is not upset or don't just say fuck what the president is saying, what do we have to do? Then there's no hope for anything. If nobody's going to listen, then there's no hope for anything. So why are these people even still looking to me? Because we know that legitimately there is no such thing as a president right now after these 400 years. The whole shit with Biden and Trump have been a facade. And so, again, I don't know who controls the military now. I mean, why are people talking about this on the media? If this is the case, and we're talking allegedly, right? It makes no sense to me. And so when shit don't make no sense to me, I just be like, oh, okay. When it's beyond dumbfounding, like, then this have to be a joke. It's like, where's the cameras at? Okay, I was getting punked. That. It's just like, usually, again, When somebody is doing something, if they get caught, you call them out on it, or again, they think they defeated somebody or something, and you call. It's like, what are you doing? So if nobody's going to follow any orders around here, then okay, then your country will just be taken over by other people. And then you will just be having to answer to them, and they're not going to be as kind as somebody that really loved the country and the soil, and that's fucking ancestors is from here, and have been doing studying and things like this to try to figure out something for the past 15 years. Now I don't have to sit here and on this damn camera on the channel where you won't even let me grow so that I can have a following when I share. Then you're trying to turn me into a slave, and you're trying to steal. You done already stole my intellect and my intellectual property, and then you want me to sit here for free and sit here and tell you how to do everything step by step, as if I don't have anything to say for myself when I go take my seat. So you and somebody that stole something and tried to kill me can go sit on my throne or in my oval. You understand what I'm saying? And still use me as some kind of reporter or some kind of servant or slave on my own land? No, we ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna digress. I mean, I don't know what nobody want to hear me say. I'm not gonna sit on here and put no fucking whole speech together, like no movie shoot or some shit like this, not like a movie scene or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I am the empress. And if you don't want to be the emperor, I'll be the emperor too. And the bitch that you trying to put above me is not. And that's just what it is. So if you want to take a lesser position, or you want to turn a whore into a first lady, I don't think that you're going to be able to do that. But you can go ahead and or a covetous, we'll put covetous Jezebel whore, because these people plotted to take the spouse. They plotted to kidnap my children and clone them. They plotted to do these particular things to someone that was well being to these people the whole time that I knew them. I even fought a nigga for my Taurus. I fought a whole nigga for my Taurus. And so if I fought for that nigga and I fought for her, if this is what we're even talking about, why would I feel bad? Why would I want to cry about losing either one of them? And if they're doing the whole thing behind my back so that everybody else in the world can see it, and for some reason I can't see it in my peripheral view, why? Both of these people know that I'm not a monster unless you put your hands on me or my children or my loved ones. So why? So these people think they're going to just go off into the 5D in some black hole or something and live their life together or something like. I don't know what they're going to do, y'all, but I just can't. This is just what I'm thinking. I know, don't nobody, if these people ain't listening and they playing around with my time and my energy or whatever, and I'm just giving the bare minimum, which is a fucking lot. I know that nobody want me to prepare no speech to say why I think I should get something that's already mine. Why I think that somebody should go to jail for trying to go behind the courts and get a ex to try to leave me and my child with nothing, or to leave me with nothing, so that they can go run off with a best friend or a mother or a sister or something. I know this ain't what we talking about. And that the government and the court system supported this, or went and signed off on somebody being mentally ill or something like this, when they know clearly that some of these people are watching me, possibly learning new things that they can take into their lives and make them better people, better rulers, better leaders, better thinkers, better doers. And it's justifiable, unless we're not regarding the Bible at all anymore in this country. Then I guess then it's not. And then we would have to not be abiding their laws or their lies anymore. And then what? It just proves even more what I said. Somebody thinks that they're a know-it-all. But no, I have to know a lot to keep up with people that's insane like this, trying to manipulate the situation all the time to fit their needs. It's not happening. There's no compromise. I will not relent. Third party shit is out the door, is putting people in danger. If this is the case, is putting people's lives at stake, is putting people's lives in danger. And if the only thing that I can see is what's being shown to me or what I'm picking up on, if I take that directly and I'm not afraid to open up and share that with the people, that this could be going on with me and it can maybe be going on with somebody else in this world, without having to think about what people are going to think about me saying this. Because I'm a very private person. I am very private. But when it comes to standing for myself or people that are being wounded or hurt or what somebody is giving me to make me think that this is what's going on, I'm not going to sit here and not talk about it. And I don't think that everybody else in the world has had to suffer in a way or in some type of silence or in some kind of way with being woken up this way. I feel like everybody else woke up with a antidote, or they woke up with something else, something they're put in the air or something like this that maybe can't affect me, right? Because somebody wanted me to go through the motions. This could be a punishment from a God energy or something like this, or a spouse for like thousands of years. This could be happening, you know? And this was when they knew that I would wake up and rise up. And so they decided to cause some type of global epidemic, call it something, but really it was to hurt me or something like this. I don't know. But somebody can write down in the comments if they do. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I can only see it from where I can see it. And the fact that I'm going to continue to be unbothered about whatever it is, I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't mean that I don't love. It doesn't mean that I didn't love this friend. It doesn't mean that I didn't love this spouse or something like this. It just means that if I already know what you're trying to do, you're definitely not going to get that reaction out of me. For you? No, you don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that. Well, I was about to say release, or that type of, you don't get that type of response from me. I got too much else that I'm getting excited for. If now I can know the full truth and the full scale of things, I got much more stuff that I'm excited about going off into doing, because now it seems like there may be a weight. Once all of this is, if somebody's deciding to do something, they're going to decide to do it. And once that weight is off, I'm excited to see what's left of me. Okay. After already going through this process, right? So then I can go on and feel, because it may feel like a weight off of me. Once they get all their equipment out of here and stop directing energy towards me and stop sucking my energy and stop all these people from coming in trying to take my energy behind my back, maybe I'll be able to live again. Maybe I'll be able to feel good again. And then maybe I will be able to go and go out in public with somebody that actually cares about me and doesn't want to hurt me, and be around people that didn't sit there and watch somebody try to hurt me and tear me apart. Okay? Because that would be the part that will hurt my feelings and possibly make me cry. Not that two dirtbags thought that they can hurt me or try to take my destiny from me. You had to be jealous of me. You had to be watching me. You had to always want to be me. What is this weird shit? So this might be in the Bible when they said, well, let us make this one into someone in our likeness and put them in heaven. This is what the angels, or some of these angels or messengers, have decided to do. So they could have took my whole intellect, my whole energy, my whole soul, and put it in this nigga and let him go off and run and be the president or be the Christ or be something that they're not supposed to be. And try to leave me here empty. We're not even talking about somebody, and we're talking about somebody on a more major scale. We're not talking about somebody that you came home one day and you realized your man was gone, all the furniture in the house is gone. You realize right then at that point that this nigga just left me and left me with nothing. No, we're talking about somebody that is so narcissistic and sick in the head, they'll leave a portion of them here to still be in your life. And a bitch that's stupid enough to want to be with a nigga that know what he doing when he leave a portion of him here in a clone, right? And then go off with you. So you motherfuckers can't even really survive off unless you have my energy. It's ridiculous to me. And it don't even make me feel like I'm better than nobody or nothing. It just is letting me know, like, again, your actions is like, well, damn, if it's that deep, well, goddamn, how was these people viewing me all this time? I was just looking at myself like I'm a regular person. Even when I'm like, damn, I'm the son of God. I'm still looking at myself like I'm a regular person. I don't like, not like I'm no better than nobody, but I'm about to sit here and see shit going on that shouldn't be going on and not speak about it. No. Anybody should be able to speak and say whatever they want to say. You shouldn't be able to take it into no courtroom and lie on nobody. You should not be able to try to change somebody's life with it. You should not be able to reprogram or spread this rumor amongst a whole community and have these people look at somebody like that. No, you should not be able to do that. That's dangerous because these people could come drag somebody out of their house in the middle of the night or some shit like that. If this is the case, right? These people could do something really harmful. Even if it's a small group of people that know about what's going on here, one of these people could end up hurting someone. If say that we're supposed to be in a requited situation here where I'm supposed to be able to know who I'm in contact with, know who's in my energy, know what they want, know these things, reciprocate with them, give back and forth with them, but somebody has done something to cut off the communication. So if people come in, they're speaking to me, making plans with me, but again, when they come back in my energetic field or when they dealing with me again, it's like it's like somebody tried to make it so like I'm a totally different person or something. Or like, so people come back and say, you lied, or I thought you cared about me, or this, and that. And I'm thinking, like, I don't even know you. But somehow I know these people know me. I know that they're talking to me or they're sad because they feel like they're not getting something from me. It's almost like this energy of like, damn, God don't love us. So somebody could have done something with communication here so that I'm not able to reciprocate with people in some kind of way or hear people crying out or something like this. So people can say, what is God doing? But the whole time they're using tech to keep somebody locked up. Somebody that have the answers, that if they were working with these people, they could help heal something. If they were able to touch more people, they would. But these people won't even let somebody's voice grow on YouTube. What are you afraid of? The truth. That's what they're afraid of. It's something that's so insane, you just never would think that you would wake up one day in 2023 and this is how it would be. Even though I can see that this whole time they were trying to keep me stagnant or blinded or boxed in, that they were building something that was just so, it would look like it would be impossible to stop them. Right over somebody's head or right around someone. They built themselves up around someone, the empress or a giant. And now they're all standing there with their angry plowshares, looking like this person doesn't care about anybody but themselves. They don't see anyone. What is that? Somebody's lyrics say that. You don't see nobody but yourself. But this is somebody that know that I don't think about nothing but the people in the land and myself when I'm being attacked. Because if I'm not here, and if somebody put me here, and if I can't worry about myself or keep myself good, then how am I going to be a good leader or a good anybody for anybody? So even if that means me sitting here looking like I'm lazy for a year or two or something like this, going through the motions and finding things out slowly, being spoon fed by the victimizer or whoever would be trying to make me into a victim. This shit is insane to me. I don't even know where we at. I mean, did planet Earth leave and this is another motherfucker here? But this is what they want it to look like. Everybody else knows something, and this person does not. So again, I say as I feel good in my life. I know I'm not depressed. I may be very quiet sometimes or whatever, but I'm not tripping. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not panicking or something like this. If I feel like again, this is another cycle where people that know I'm supposed to be with them have gone off and they're learning and growing and doing other stuff for the more future and things like this because they're just mad or they're jealous because they know that I'm the leader, so they all work together behind my back and don't fill me in on what we're doing, but then say that I'm selfish or a narcissistic person because they don't want to share or talk or bring me in on something because they don't want me to be whatever I'm supposed to be, but they're not the ones that choose. So I'm going to still continue to know that and be that here. And then again, we'll see what happens. Because I'm hearing somebody saying, you're going to need me before I need you, or you're going to need something. But I don't know. I don't even know who says that to somebody, but okay. then you know something then again that I don't know. So I don't know. Like, this is where we're at right now. All I know is what's right and what's wrong. And I know some of this shit that got to get put down and stopped immediately. And that's the only thing that I do know right now. See, because you got to start moving shit out of the way so that you can know how to move forward here. These people have built something very foreign, I feel. Very undetectable. It doesn't have a taste or an odor or anything, but it's very restrictive. It's like an imaginary prison that they've just, and the people are like, yeah, we hate that person, we hate that lady, she says this, she says that, and the whole time they're building I said American, an imaginary, some type of invisible, I'll say that, invisible imprisonment over the land. And now Americans will be answering to G7 or everybody else um, for possibly the rest of your lives. But if these people are not regarding anything that was written by my ancestors or already written in the protocol or bills or things like this, then why should I have to listen to what they're saying? Why should I have to believe that you can even take my throne? Why should I have to believe that you can even take my crown? Why should, if you can secretly leave my marriage and I still think I'm married to you, why should I respect your new marriage? What makes your new marriage so strong that that somebody would say that they can't leave that and come back or do this or after they woke up or realized what was happening? This is kidnapping. This is kidnapping. So they're kidnapping full grown people and reprogramming their minds to do what these people say. I feel like it's ridiculous, but anyhow, again, I might be talking, people think this shit is so far out, but it's really not that. It's really not. It's almost like I'm feeling like I'm that person that had to relay the message on the fifth element. You know what I'm saying? That I'm stepping into that chapter right now to do something to save the day or not. I don't know. To talk about the things that are to come for these people on earth that thought that they, were following the right person and were hating somebody. They were calling the good evil and the evil good. And so, that's just the only thing I have to say. And I think I'm pretty much done. I need some water or something now, all that damn talking. But yeah, you guys can carry on. I'm just trying to tell you right here that I'm gonna be continuing to be unbothered, because if somebody stooped that low, and this is low, 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 what can you say? The fuck can you say? I mean, goddamn, I'm glad I'm not one of you motherfuckers that think like that about anybody. I wouldn't even sit there and drag no shit out for 20 years against my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? For 20 fucking years or something? Oh no. I wouldn't even have time for that. What do you have time to do? That's why it can't be normal. This why this had to be some of the people that was already AI and got some kind of upgrade or something a long time ago. So that's even more creepy to think these people could have been sitting across from you at the dinner table and then thinking some other shit in their head and acting like they were your friend, laying in a bed with you and acting like your friend. The bitch is sitting here watching you in your house with your man sleeping with them and saying, yeah, I just can't wait until he's at my house. Like, you a stupid bitch. And that's the only thing. So somebody would need a stupid bitch for that. Because and yeah, but as soon as I'm done with this and I wrap this up, well, damn, how long is it gonna take? About 15 more years. Dang, I guess I'll be all right. And I'm sitting over there in an apartment or something like this, looking at you fucking your wife that's waiting for you to be my husband in 10 years. Listen, I can't tell y'all nothing else. Let's just cut this here video off. Somebody lost their motherfucking mind.